Hey everybody, Jay Reno here. Welcome back. It's Armies of Exigo. We are on what I believe to be the final mission of the Fallen campaign. I've enjoyed most of the missions of the Fallen campaign. Some were a little goofy, like the Mines of Malrenor. Not my favorite there, but the faction itself has been really unique and interesting. And the Empire faction felt a little more familiar to me, so I liked it a lot. But again, this has been a very unique faction. So let's see what the last mission has in store for us. Chamber of Screams. Ha! 2 cycles later, Domina must open the 3rd seal.
The humans of Antares and the tribes of the plains are fighting a hard battle upon these lands. I can almost pity their fates. They fight with honor.
In the heart of that chaos, Princess, is the 3rd seal. Unlike the pup Oric, these humans will not benefit. The Chamber of Screams is unique. It was here that my ancestors lured Luana. There he defeated the 2 fathers of darkness and bound them into the 3rd seal. His elven magic is no small thing. I need time to unweave the spell.
You forget, Kevin. I am myself of elven blood. Although our races have diverged, our magic has common ancestry. My sisters and I can open the 3rd seal and the Chamber of Screams.
The Dark Dreamer will reward your services, Princess.
Of that, my Lord Kevin, I have no doubt.
Alright, started with a bunch of stuff here. It looks like our enemies on this map, okay, we got Domina as well as Avatar of Darkness. It looks like our enemies are fighting each other, so maybe they'll leave us alone? That's, I guess, asking a lot. Let's scout around for a bit here, and just kind of like zigzag our way up these sides, because we're right in the middle down here. I want to see if there are enemies like close to us, or maybe some underground passageways. This is more guys on gold than I need, but I am going to grab some extras on lumber, and then let's start some upgrades as soon as possible. And let's see if we can find some quick expansions. I see one right there on the left. Where are you going, buddy? There might be some up there. I see a gem mine as well. I mean, I think I just want to take this as soon as possible. Even though I have no idea where any of the enemies are, we can always just restart. But as I've learned in the past, I feel like we should try to be really aggressive early on and see what we can do before,
what do you want from me?
Before really, taking too much time to, like, settle in, if that makes sense. We want to try to be fairly aggressive. Aggressive in the sense of, like, being greedy with macro and such. So I think I'm going to grab this as soon as possible. Now, again, just based on what I saw in the visual briefing, it's possible... Okay, we found part of the Antaran group, and that's actually relatively close. I hope they're not coming out to murder my my base that I'm setting up here.
As you desire.
And then we've got another... Well, that's just a gem mine. Let's focus on the gold for now. The Hall of Whispers already. We've got our hive. Let's keep you looking around, buddy. So we know Antaran purple is up there to the right. Improved metabolism's done. Okay, so let's grab another summoner. We're fine on supply for now, so let's just get a couple summoners out. Is there a... There's an upgrade here in the Soul Trap. I never realized this was here. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, well, let's just sit and wait. Again, this might be something where, like, again, the enemy just ignores you until you start doing whatever we need to do here. Which I don't even think I read what we had to do. Guide Domina and 2 Matriarchs to the lock. Defend Domina and the Matriarchs while opening the lock. Avatar of Darkness must survive. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have to defend them. So maybe it'll be a good idea to... Well, so it doesn't really look there's any way that we can continue scouting a set maybe through this middle section, so let's do that next. And I also want to go ahead and grab a dimensional gate to get a transport as soon as possible. Let's get a deformer over here also, so we can continue pushing our build space out here and sort of connect our 2 bases. That would make me feel a lot safer. Okay, looking good.
You call the upgrade.
I guess you can just turn into a control form for now. I could, again, let's get crazy and take this as well, because why not? If we can get a transport, we can... Maybe there's gold up here. I think, would we be able to see it through the fog? Because typically you can see. So, like, I can see... If we just look around, I see some there. These might be the enemy bases. So it looks like we might just have a clear, straight shot right up until the central area, but I'd rather not push my luck. Let's just get our bases saturated and then stockpile some money so that we can set up 1 billion of those lightning tower things, whatever they're called. Lightning spires. I just realized that these can be upgraded. How long have we been able to upgrade these? Just forget it. It's fine. We're fine. So yeah, it looks like we could just go straight to it. But again, we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to... We got something new here. Advanced flying combat unit attacks land and air units. That sounds exciting, and maybe we want to just make a boatload of those. I realize I'm, like, mildly undersaturated on these gold fields. You know, I feel like it's not worth the supply in the long run to not... to oversaturate them. Like, 1 extra, just like to compensate for travel time, is enough. And even that, even the 5 seems pointless, because for the most of the time, like 80% of the time, you have 1 that's simply not mining ever. So, like, why don't we just bring this one over here? There we go. And then that's going to be fully saturated. We do have 3 on lumber, which should be pretty good here. We're going to need some more for sure. Let's load up a worker here, and let's go and fly along the bottom and see if we can find something. And then maybe we fly straight up the left and see what we can find also. Again, this is going to be right in the middle of 2 warring factions, so I don't feel necessarily comfortable just coming up here and dropping the matriarchs on the beacons. Okay, cool. Never mind. Already roasted. There we go. Locked the scrolling. Sometimes that tends to happen. I'm intrigued by these beholders. So I guess one thing I could do is just ignore the enemies. I probably won't. I'm thinking maybe we just kill them. You know? Let's get one more deformer down here, then we can get an incubator and grab from these trees. Okay, so this is going to be done, and then we put 2 workers on this. Where's my... No, there's nothing here. Let's see if we can, like, fly all the way up to the upper left. We wouldn't have that much to lose. If it gets shot down, we could always reload. In fact, I'll throw down a save because I think losing this transport, it is kind of pricey. Let's just work on getting all of our upgrades, and we'll go from there. We'll do a deformer over here again. We can kind of connect these bases in a way. I'm trying to level up my hive spinners. I just made him invulnerable, and that did not need to do that. Okay, relatively small attacks. Really not scary at all. Let's just make sure that we continue getting upgrades. I'm going to get another incubator down here for more trees. And then you can go control form for now. Go, buddy, go. I guess I could have flown straight up this way instead. Again, I saw some resources through the fog, so I'm thinking that that's where we're going to go. That's what we're going to go for. And maybe we'll find some neutral buildings along the way or something, right? Something. Okay, we've got these pretty powerful heroes. I see another beast base. There's 2 beast bases. Again, let's go hard with our macro for now. That does not concern me too much. Why don't we just head over here and focus on this? I actually don't think I have any detection. What do I need for seekers? Oh, I need a vile cocoon, don't I?
I await your summons. What do you want?
Okay, so they're attacking me from multiple angles here. Let's take care of this random stuff, and then what I'll do is back up to my detection so that we can kill the other guy here. So let's get some of these. We can upgrade them now that I realize that we actually can upgrade them.
Onward.
Let's see if these guys will follow us, but I kind of doubt it. And my Vile Cocoon's not going to be done for a while, unfortunately.
The research is complete. Our units are being attacked.
Right, getting these hive spitters upgraded first and foremost. Yes, follow
What
me.
do you want from me?
Okay, one of them is still there.
They attack us.
What creatures are these? They cast death and destruction without bow or sword.
Your destiny is upon you. The time of the surface dwellers is at an end.
It looks to me like that drew out... It looks to me like that drew out the defensive forces of that base. We have to be careful, because that could be a big problem if we're not extra careful. Grab Infest, and then we need a Seeker. I should have done this earlier. That's alright, we can rebuild the workers on this. I'm less concerned about that right now. Okay, and then we've got these upgrades. Don't worry about Metamorphosis right now.
Your desire?
And then just in case, let's get Deformer here. And then we need some more Summoners.
All will feel misery.
Didn't even have Princess Domina here. Here comes my Seeker. Quick! Burrow over here.
I await your summons. We move in the shadows.
Aha, finally. I'm waiting for Infest, and we'll just infest the Great One. Or the, you know, the guy. Whatever his name is. Okay, keep getting Hive Spitters. As we know, those are pretty darn good. Let's keep queuing up upgrades here.
I prepare the way.
It's the Hall of Whispers.
You call. Dangerous one.
Okay, well, that's about what I expected. So that's not going to be an easy base to have. Let's just hide in the corner until we decide what we want to do about this. Let's see if maybe they'll destroy the Deformer and then back out. I'm skeptical, but it might have been far enough away that they will leave it. I'm, like, really focused on this, but I should be focused on building an army. It's possible that this will get left alone. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, turn around. Nope, never mind.
Move in the shadows.
That's going to be tricky to hold on to. Okay, well, they're not dive bombing my workers, so that's something. I would have really liked that extra base. Let's go ahead and get this saturated. Let's get these upgrades for our Hive Guards. I'm going to go ahead and build a bunch of Lightning Spires now, like I had mentioned. To protect us from air units.
The research is complete. With haste, the upgrade is complete.
Okay, and then let's grab more Summoners, because we're going to need to improve our supply anyway. This guy can be Summoner form, and let's go ahead and do the same thing up here with lots of Lightning Spires. As we've learned, like, we want to go overboard with Lightning Spires. I'm interested in getting some of these Beholders. Again, I'm not 100% sure what they do, but I would like to get some, and we'll figure it out. We should be good on gems because of this. I would have really liked this gold. And we can't really get anywhere to find other gold mines unless maybe we kill pink and purple. So I think that's going to be my first goal here. Is pink and purple. And that's going to require a Vengeance Hall and Avengers. Researchers upgrades for Dimension Gate units. Let's also grab that, because I'm curious. And our insect buddies are going to be fully upgraded here soon as well. And the longer this goes, the better it'll be for us, because our Soul Trap's just going to keep loading us up. Okay, I'm gonna grab an extra Seeker just in case, and I'm gonna go ahead and infest the guy, the dark guy. Avatar of Darkness, right. Okay, so a lot of these are finishing. We can upgrade some of these in the back. We don't have to upgrade all of them, but upgrade some of the ones that aren't actively getting attacked. That'll be helpful. Upgrades Deformer to Charge Deformer. Attacks and slows down units. That's awesome.
Light is our enemy. Move aside.
Let's do that here. It's actually relatively cheap, too. Okay, and then these workers with lumber, why don't we move these over here? We've got trees that are closer over in this direction.
All will feel misery.
And again, mostly focused on spitters right now because they're good. They're pretty good. Let's get over here and set these up, because this is where the humans seem to be attacking from. The attacks are relatively light, but you know they're going to get crazy once we start doing whatever it is we need to do in that location. Okay, I'm not concerned about metamorphosis. Hall of Whispers, Dimensional Gate. There's my Vengeance Hall. And then why don't we build the Oculus and Chamber of the Avenger? Again, we're waiting for a lot of gold right now. We're only on 2 bases, which is acceptable. I think we tech up and we build a big army and then we smash through these enemy bases. That's the goal. If we can do things that way, I think that's the right choice. I like how our deformers can be upgraded. It's possible that these upgrades weren't available in previous missions, or if they were, I just didn't notice them, which, it happens. You know how your boy is.
Resistance is pointless.
All right. And then I think that's everything, right? Besides more lightning spires, so let's just go ahead and just make more guys for supply over time. Mana efficiency for sure. Get more spitters. And then let's grab more hives over here to reinforce. Again, the spitters are like our core unit, without a doubt. They're very, very good. So I'm going to try to use those in most cases. Now I'm kind of second-guessing if it's worth trying to actually move out and destroy really anything else. Okay, Oculus. Deadly Strike. Upgrades Hive Guard. So those are flyers. Upgrades Armor of Aerial Stalkers and Beholders. Move Speed of Aerials. Invisibility of Aerials.
The upgrade is complete.
I don't think I care that much about Stalkers.
The building is complete.
Okay, I just want a couple. Upgrades the hit points of Avengers, that's fine. I just want a couple Beholders. I can only afford 1 right now. But if we could just get a big old group of Hive Spitters, and then we go from there. And then, honestly, Avatar of Darkness, we can just sit in the front invulnerable, and he can give us vision where necessary. But if we can clear out at least pink, then we can take their base. Same with purple. And these groups don't attack with enough. They don't attack with nearly enough that would actually break any of these bases. And this is why, again, we can just spam these. I might just come up here and set up deformers around this with a bunch of lightning spires as well, but we need more resources in order to do that, because I was very aggressive with my upgrades. Increases the movement speed of Beholders. Yeah, sure. I don't even know what the Beholder is going to be, but I want it. Okay, got all of our hives here. Grab another spitter, and then there's my dimensional gate. We've got the Beholder coming out. Let's get another one. Where did I build my Vengeance Hall? Because now we can get some Avengers as well, because we know that those are very, very strong at destroying buildings. Yeah, see, these attacks just aren't enough. And it really depends on how aggressive pink and purple are being.
Our greatest weapon has arrived. No one can stand against it.
Okay, big, giant space squid. Really excited about it. This looks pretty cool. I wonder how it works, or, how it attacks. We'll see. let's just keep making more of them, and then let's also continue making supply structure control form guys. It seems like sometimes the beasts will attack from this open angle as well. I'm a little concerned about the extra bases in the back. I assume they're also fighting each other. I really can't afford to have 4 bases converging on me. Well, maybe I can. But as of right now, I would rather try to take out pink and then maybe purple. Again, it's mostly just gold. There's plenty of gold here. We just have to sit here and slowly harvest it. Taking a little longer, I think, at the beginning of this one, but it is the final mission where, you know, in the past things have been a little spooky. Like, the last Empire mission was long and challenging. I don't know how long we have to defend her either, so there's that. And we're going to need more matriarchs as well, but we can worry about that as we get closer. What about the building that gives me upgrades for... my Avengers? I have a Hall of Whispers. The Sorrow Shrine is what I'm looking for. We're very good on gems right now. I'm not concerned about gems at all, so I'll take that. Let's just keep getting more summoners.
The upgrade is complete.
I'm a little hesitant to attack pink, but maybe we should just go and do it, because the sooner we do it, the better. We can do a safety save. We can always pull their defensive force into my towers down here, too, because we've got a bunch of them. So, in fact, I'm going to come over here, and we're going to sit my army down here. We can run in with, like, invulnerability and see if maybe that triggers them to come to us. And we're just going to get more Hive Spitters, because they are fully upgraded. And then we back them up with the Avengers. We back them up with the big flying squids.
They attack us.
Kind of curious to see again how this set of defenses will do, and it looks like it'll be great. Okay, that's cool looking. It has multiple attacks. Because it says it's only 11 damage, but I assume it's because it attacks multiple times. The fact that you need multiple upgrades for everything is really, really difficult. Invisibility for aerials sounds cool. Is it a usable thing, or is it just invisible straight up? Because that would be great for scouting, but I think it's a little too late now.
The research is complete.
Let's take our spitters and just walk up to the totem and see if we can draw out their defensive their defensive stuff. Like this, and then we just back up. Just making sure we don't have units that are just like sitting around somewhere. Okay, and of course they're kind of attacking us in that direction instead. You know what? Let's go.
Resistance is pointless.
We're gonna go. I'm honestly only concerned about these flyers, so let's back these up. Where are my big spooky... It's the dimensional gate. Beholder? Okay, and then Domino, why don't you grab some skeletons? Feels like we sort of got roasted here. We lost a lot of our spitters, but we also... maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we just didn't have that many to begin with. Here comes some reinforcements.
Resistance is pointless.
Okay, very nice. And he's infested, so he can see invisible stuff.
They attack us.
Let's go ahead and move a summoner up here right away to get this set up, like, as soon as possible. Very nice. Good work. Squids.
The upgrade is they attack.
Again, let's keep getting our Sorrow Shrine upgrades and then our upgrades for our flyers as well. This is very expensive, but I feel like getting this now is going to be so worthwhile. Move speed of Nightmare, slowing effect. Again, a lot of these are units I don't plan on building. You can spend so much on upgrades with this faction because they all have separate upgrades. It's like a weird little menagerie of types of units. The only thing is these totems, they scale so well late game because I think they ignore armor, don't they? Because they do percentage-based damage, which is obviously very, very strong. So now the big question is, should I go and try to kill yellow also? Alright. Getting freeze would be great. We don't necessarily need Dimensional Portal because we have a straight shot right through the end to the end of the... to the middle where Domina's gonna go.
Our units are being attacked. Our units are being attacked. The researchers...
Again, we're decent on gold. We're gonna be better here pretty soon. Oh gosh, okay, back up. This is very spooky. Let's see if maybe we can cause them to leash. There they go. Okay, so yellow has leashed, no problem.
All will feel misery.
So yellow is a lot scarier. I think maybe pink and purple are supposed to be killed, and then yellow is like, whatever, you know?
I head towards victory. Move aside.
Okay, so let's grab another summoner. Actually, we have one in this... big aerial guy. Isn't he invisible now? Did I actually research that? I don't think I did. I don't think it's worth it at this point, to be honest. More hive spitters. What I could also do is start making a bunch of hive guards. They're relatively cheap. I'm really excited for this to finish.
The building is complete.
Okay, and then we can go for purple next. Let's just get a big wave of defenses here as well.
HS1.
Here comes this guy. That should be good for now.
Is our enemy.
And then... Again, now it's like, do we need more beef to our army, or do we need more specialized, like, big guys in our army? Like, I really like the idea of these beholders, but I'm wondering if it's worth having mostly them, or we still want the spitters. It's kind of hard to say. Okay, again, I would very much like more resource income. Maybe we should go for purple? Because, right, purple, in theory, was fighting...
is pointless.
Pink, and we've killed pink. So it concerns me a little bit. But let's just see. Again, killing yellow is also really tempting. Or we just try to go for the, like, semi-win, right? I think let's go and kill purple and get that extra income. We clearly have enough stuff to do it. Okay, so +3 flying is done. +3 Avengers will be done here pretty soon as well.
The research is complete.
This is going to be fully saturated in a moment. Very nice. And let's get one more to fully saturate the gems. How is this gem mine doing? It's fine. These are going to be out pretty soon, but we can transfer them.
Power above all.
Princess Domina, you're very slow. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Well, yes, I do, actually. I don't like that you're so slow. Okay, and then let's continue making summoners. And we should be able to just bomb right into purple. I have basically no spellcasters in this composition, but frankly, I don't think it matters. We could start getting some more matriarchs. I froze the bottom of the screen again. That's really irritating. Did I fix it? I fixed it. By the way, I haven't seen any way to, like, go underground, so I guess that's just not a thing on this map, or it's in a place that's, like, cleverly hidden and I never found it. Which is probably fine. Yeah, see, you need a lot of gems, so it's good that I'm saturating all these gem areas. Let's go ahead and do charged whatever. Okay, and then these are all chain lightning things.
The light
Again,
is our
purple hasn't
enemy.
really been a threat to
Spread
us
the darkness.
yet.
I shall not be.
He attacked us. They attacked us a little bit, but nothing, you know. Let's throw down a freeze here. Just keep them frozen. Okay, well, again, I don't know if this is a yellow attack or what. I'll take what I can. Seems like we broke through purple with relative ease. The chain lightning actually might get the troll that's throwing the... Is it a troll or is it... I don't actually know what it is that's actually throwing that. Or is it an ogre as well? It's a troll. And it's level 5 too, that sucks. Okay, keep going. Domina, be careful, back up. Gonna get some more hive spitters. And guards. The guard damage also increases with what we've got. Yep, see, now they're leashing. Don't chase that, please. They attack us. Okay, let's go. No, cancel that. And then you come on up here. We're going to take this base. They had mined it out pretty well, but not to the point where I can't just take it for myself right now. We don't want to necessarily antagonize the other group. I think what I'm going to do is set this base up, and then I'm going to send some workers up the middle to get some deformers so that we can just spam static defense, and then we'll have our army sit in the middle of it all, and it is going to be great. We need matriarchs. We need more big spooky flyers.
Power above all. Resistance is pointless.
I get the impression that if we send too much...
Out of my way.
If we set up too many defenses on these outskirts, then it just results in angering the surrounding enemies, so we don't want that. Now, this yellow base is concerning, obviously, because it has these totems right on the outskirts, which I hate. And we're probably going to end up accidentally attacking and killing those at some point. But let's see if we can make this happen. Honestly, I feel like flyers are probably the right choice to an extent. What I would like are 1 or 2 extra seekers. There's a weird bridge. Maybe that's what they attack each other over. But again, I think I'm at the point where we're just going to leave them alone.
The building is complete.
And we can transition these things away.
Your desire. The building is complete.
So obviously these are all going to be charged deformers.
The building is complete.
I'm trying to play this sort of as it seems intended to be, which is a defensive holdout. So let's do exactly that. I think I might get 1 or 2 extra deformers that are there that won't draw aggression.
The upgrade is complete.
So like this. Again, because these are going to draw aggression because they are attacking now, or they will be at least, so that could be a problem.
Misery. Move aside.
The building is complete.
Okay, this is exciting. We're just about there. You come on over here. We can turn all these into lightning spire things.
The light is our enemy. My opponents will be crushed. None shall resist us.
Okay, where are my other matriarchs?
What would you have of me? All will feel
There's one.
misery.
I guess having extras for spellcasting could be fine. Do I have random units just sort of scattered around? I want to make sure all my combat units are... There's the extra matriarch. What other matriarch upgrades can we get as well, right, from this building? Don't really care about those. I guess we could do curse trees. There aren't really many trees around here, but... Again, I don't want to build too close to the edge here. Well, I think we got what we needed out of that base.
They attack us.
Why don't you guys just come over here? And cancel these. Are these heroes or... No, I don't think so. Okay, so let's kick off whatever timer this is going to be. Let's save first. Again, I feel like I'm probably strong enough to just wipe the map at this point, but instead I'm gonna, you know, do something extra weird here. So, here, do this.
Just one. Our units are being attacked. They attack us.
None shall resist us. And his fallen are not so invincible. This magical lock created by the power of the elves can only be breached by us. Quickly, my sisters, let us undo this thing set in place by Ruanan himself.
Okay, so let's just move our army to just sit in the middle of this and avoid pulling the defensive forces of these other groups into us if possible.
They attack us.
Oh! Okay, and then we got our super fancy lightning spires coming up. Put those in the back, because do they? I don't know if they have a longer range. Is there a way I can even check that? We're at level 3, so our soul thing is fine. It's doing fine. You know, our soul thing. Let's throw in some special...
You will not pass, Avatar of Darkness.
Okay, get in there. These things are... I feel like their attack is like visually underwhelming. So it seems like they like wizards spawn. So if they used that AoE spell that they had, this could be a problem. But it seems to me like they're not going to use it, so that's fine with me. Not gonna complain. And let's just make sure we're rotating and properly doing what we need to do. We can freeze them as well. Because if they actually cast those spells, we'd be in trouble, so let's try to keep them stunned. Renegade mages. Alright, so this is like leftover Ruanan stuff. So regardless of the enemy bases on the map, it seems like these would be mean to us. You know, extra mean. Oh, it's only a 3-minute timer. Okay, I'm happy with that. I was afraid this would be a lot worse, but this is going to be fine. I assume, yeah, it seems like these red units just spawn out of nowhere every so often, which should be fine. Let's just get a bunch of extra hive guards. And I think we've got enough beholders. This is very easy compared to the end of the Empire campaign. I feel like the last 2 Empire missions were very difficult and time-consuming, whereas now, you know, it's fine. I think these Renegade mages do a lot of damage, but, you know, it's fine. Let's not pull that group to us if possible. Thank you. gonna say I should turn all these into lightning spires, but nah. Hive guards, just get up here and kill this thing. They're just mass casting chain lightning on me. If I would have been a little bit more patient, I thought the timer would be longer than this and that I would have more time to, like, turn these into, you know, chain lightning spires, but honestly, I think it's fine. All right. A minute 30? So it's not like the existing bases actually come and attack you throughout this. It's just the... It's actually just the spawned renegade mages. Which I guess is fine. I would have done this way earlier if I knew this is all it was going to take, because the attacks from these outlying bases were easily repelled, and I didn't necessarily need the income that I got from them. Again, just be very careful not to attack orange or yellow's outlying defenses, because I really don't want them drawing... I really don't want to draw them into me. That would be a problem. I like these things. You know, we can only use them on this mission. I feel like I discovered a lot of things about this faction that may or may not have been available to me prior, such as upgrading the lightning spires and the deformers, or maybe those were only available to me on this specific mission. But this is another one where, like, I played it safe because I didn't know what to expect. I tried to be fairly aggressive in terms of exploration early on, but it's very hard to get out of your base to actually look around. And we're completely supply blocked, so it's all good. And we'll just keep freezing these things every time, and then come on up here and blast away. And he's gonna conduct his orchestra to victory, waving his hands around. Pew, 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 pew. She's done it?
This world will be mine.
It's just that easy.
The third seal has been broken. I must reach the Chamber of Screams. The two fathers await their awakening.
The Avatar of Darkness has opened the third seal. The prophecy is upon us. We must stop the Avatar at all costs.
Okay. Kill the renegade mages, guide the Avatar into the portal. We can use my floater thing. Let's make it invisible now. And then use these guys to just go up there and kill the renegade mages. It's just that easy. You get in the thing. So rather than walking and having to kill enemy bases, we're just gonna fly straight there. And then we'll kill the renegade mages with my beholders. We also got up to level 4 in our soul trap. So that's great. Oh, no. Hello? Oh, invulnerable. Are they invulnerable still?
All shall kneel before me.
Okay, well, whatever. Just walk in.
None shall oppose me.
Okay, sure.
I have come to spark the fire that will consume this world. I feel the beating of the heart of the void. I feel it stirring.
Karen, your victory is our victory. We are one. The two fathers, all of the fallen, are of one mind. Release our flesh from the prison Ruanan has made for us. Set us free that we may conclude this matter and consume this world as all before it.
The hour is now. It is here. After 500 years, the heart of the void is within our grasp. There is nothing that can hinder us. Nothing. The path to the stone is clear. The stars are in conjunction. Come, my brothers. Breathe life anew. Walk forth like the giants you are, and let the darkness fall in your wake.
Spooky. All right. So I think that's the end of the Fallen campaign. Yeah, okay, and then we're back on the broken screen here. So I'll do what I did last time, which is I'll open the game without the widescreen patch and watch the intro for the Beast campaign, and then we'll play the Beast campaign. How exciting! I hope you're enjoying this playthrough, this game. I'm having a blast with it. I gotta say, like, the Fallen, just playing the Fallen, again, is a very unique faction, and I appreciate that. Just, you know, a lot of, like, it's interesting how they start you with the Empire, which, if you've played Warcraft 3, which was released around this same time, you're gonna feel like it's probably very similar to factions. You know, it's got a couple cool twists to it, but, you know, it feels familiar. And then you get thrown into the Fallen, everything's totally different. So we'll see what the Beast campaign is like. I assume it will also be quite different. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.